This is the health information for families, developed by the school nurses of Galloway Township Public Schools. So what will you learn today? You will learn how to stay healthy and safe, how to properly wash your hands and use hand sanitizer. We're going to learn all about masks and the process for the COVID-19 daily screening for students. You're going to learn what happens in school if your child has symptoms, ways to prevent getting sick, what to do if someone tests positive for COVID-19, or if you were in close contact with someone with COVID-19. And we will be giving you the contact information for your school nurse. Here are some health and safety protocols. Wash your hands. Cover your cough and sneeze. Wear your mask. Stay home when you are sick. Screen before coming into school. And of course, practice social distancing. Try to stay at least 6 feet apart. Hand washing. It is so important that we know how to wash our hands.
Wash your hands! First you need some soap, then scrub for 20 seconds. If you don't have a clock near you, then sing the ABC song. Be sure to scrub front and back, under your fingernails, and between your fingers. Dry your hands with a clean towel or a paper towel. For more information, go to www.cdc.gov/cleanhands.
So when do we wash our hands? Well, we wash them before eating food, before and after touching a cut or wound, after we use the bathroom, after we blow our noses, cough, or sneeze, after we touch a pet or any type of animal, and of course, after we handle trash. Hand sanitizer. The school does not provide hand sanitizer for students under 6 years of age, but the district will be providing multiple opportunities for students to wash their hands.
Hand sanitizer is a convenient alternative to hand washing if there's no soap and water available, and as long as your hands aren't visibly dirty. Apply sanitizer, rub your hands palm to palm, and wash the backs of both hands and in between your fingers. Then palm to palm with fingers interlocked. Clasp your hands together and rub, and then clean around the thumbs too. Rub your fingertips in the palms of your hands and finish off with the wrists.
Masks. Your mask protects others, and their masks protect you. Masks are to be worn on the bus and in school at all times. However, breaks will be provided in school. It's important that you know how to wear your mask correctly. Cover your mouth and your nose. The dog in the picture here is showing all the incorrect ways to wear a mask, and of course the correct one. It is also important that you do not share your mask with other people. All students must arrive to school with a face covering, unless an exemption was previously submitted and approved by your school administrator or CST. So how do we take off a mask? Carefully untie the strings behind your head or stretch the ear loops. Handle the mask only by the ear loops or ties. Fold the outside corners together. Be careful not to touch your eyes, nose, and mouth while removing, and wash your hands immediately after removing the mask. So here's some information about the masks that are allowed in the school. The recommended masks have 2 or more layers and completely cover the nose and the mouth. The mask should fit snugly and not have any gaps. Gaiters are not prohibited in school. but they're also not recommended. And they're not recommended because we don't know how effective they are at this time. The school district is not allowing any masks with vents. And the reason why is because although those masks protect the wearer, the valves or vents allow some particles to escape. So here we have our daily health screening. During your annual registration, parents and guardians committed to completing the daily screening on a daily basis. So every morning, you are going to take a look at the screening and see if your child has one symptom from column A, which is the column beginning with the red lettering, or two or more symptoms from column B, which is with the blue lettering. If your child has one symptom from column A, or two or more symptoms from column B, you are to keep them home. You are also to communicate with the school if your child stays home. Students, it is very important if you wake up and you are not feeling well that you tell your parent or guardian exactly what is wrong. Coming to school healthy. While in school, students that are displaying symptoms of COVID-19 will be placed in a supervised isolation area until they are picked up. Parents and guardians must have their child picked up from school upon receipt of the call from the nurse. Parents, please make sure that your contact information is up to date in our portal. And also make sure that the contacts are readily available and agree to pick up your child. If one of your contacts is at high risk for COVID-19, please consider an alternate person for this school year. So what do we look like and feel when we are sick? Well, here are some faces describing just that. We could have a fever, nausea or vomiting, a runny nose, or a bad cough. So how can we prevent getting sick? Well, the number one way to prevent getting sick is to wash your hands. Cover your mouth and your nose. Use tissues or cough into your elbow. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. Of course, if you're sick, tell your family, teacher, or the school nurse. And when you are feeling sick, stay home. It's important that we all know how to cover our cough and sneeze.
If you find that you need to cough or sneeze during the COVID-19 pandemic. With my kids at home, I say use your bat wing. So cover up your cough or sneeze like this. And that should protect you and others from cough or sneeze droplets.
So here is a resource for you parents as to what to do if your student is symptomatic and tested positive for COVID-19, symptomatic or tested negative for COVID-19, asymptomatic and tested positive for COVID-19, or asymptomatic and tested negative or not tested at all for COVID-19. If you have any questions or concerns regarding any of these references, you can of course contact your school nurse. Here is another reference for anyone who comes in close contact with somebody who tests positive for COVID-19. Once again, if you parents have any questions or concerns, you can always contact the school nurse. And here we have the contact information for all of the school nurses within Galloway Township School District. Thank you very much for watching this presentation. We, the school nurses, wish you and your families a very happy, healthy, and safe school year.